Yo, what's going on, man? Free game all day. Like and subscribe to my channel, man. And hit that like button. Hey, look, I gotta make a video when it's fresh in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be forgetting. You know what I mean? To make a video, and thought of the shit I want to say, then I'll forget about the shit, and then it's like, oh, okay, damn. You know what I'm saying? I done wasted it. But this is fresh in my mind because it's something I just recently saw. Then I think it happened last night too. So, do y'all really want to know why these women are still mad at Kevin Samuels? Do y'all really want to understand, like, why they still mad? Why they still upset? They keep on reverting back to talking about, I've seen women say stuff about men who like Kevin Samuels ain't got no father figure in their life, and men who like Kevin Samuels, like, they missing something, or he didn't live his truth and all of that shit. Let me tell y'all something. First off, a woman is the number one deflector toward any topic of her being wrong. They gonna deflect like a motherfucker. They are the kings and queens of changing the subject, of making you think about something else, putting the thought process on something that's not actually happening, and making you forget about what's really important. So I've seen all of this, but the reason why they're so mad, because he was right. He was telling the truth, and they can't stand that shit. The motherfucker who they believed in, the motherfucker who they actually thought that was kind of truthful, and they going back quoting what the fuck he's saying and all of that. Darren Jacks, who came to be, who's now known as he's supposed to be a narc, and he left his wife, and he was caught cheating on his wife, like that, like him. He turned out to be nothing that he talked about. Kevin Samuels lived his truth, and he told them the truth. Think about this. For years, women have went on in life and have been pampered, have been told, all these lies about how they can, be this, and how they can have that, and how they can, do this. And no matter what they do, it don't really matter, because a man still gonna want you. But that's not the reality of the situation. No, that's not what it is. No, you can't have a heap of kids and still expect to have this man that's rich, or a man who's well off, and to think that a man's still gonna want you. Not saying all men are like that, but there are some particular women that they do this for. But he is like telling men. He told men to follow this blueprint, and you will win. Invest in yourself. Work out. Do the best you can. Be the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, live your truth and be honest. Make you a career. Be that motherfucker that women want out here. See, women want certain men in a low self-esteem. Not all women, certain women. They want men in a low self-esteem. They don't want a man who's really like prideful about himself and got confidence, because those men will leave you. If you start bullshitting, if you start half-stepping, those men will walk away. They will go. So they want a man who all into them and ain't gonna pose that threat. All the man was telling people, telling men, he was telling women too, like, hey, think about this. He talked to men for years, over a decade, about how to improve yourself before he even got to women. And he still was criticizing men. But it's not about, and guess what? Our fathers is listening to him. Because the shit he's saying is some real shit. And if you have if you're not a defensive person, and you're open-minded, and you're willing to, listen to what somebody has to say, then I don't see how you can take this information that he's giving people wrong. Now, he had the little thing where he was getting his ratings up, where he was like judging women, and women was calling him, asking him for advice, setting himself up to putting himself in that position. But that was something that they chose to do. And then it was a part of his persona, like, so he just feeding into it. Like, it's called marketing. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, they are mad because he was right. You can't be sitting back with 4 kids and you got 3 baby daddies or 4 and expect the man to welcome you with open arms, and you big as fuck, or you ain't hit the gym. You know, it's like, and you want a man to be a particular way. No, he's not. No, that ain't what he's about. He was never about that. And women want men to be doing all this pandering, and they want them to be like, you know, selling them a dream, lying to them, and making them feel wanted, even though at the end of the day, you know. And then on top of that, but this is the thing. So this is what I'm saying. So I encountered something this morning that was very disturbing, and you know, it's sad. Let me say this. When you are a good person, that overrules a lot of shit off the top. Being a good person. And when you treat people right and you're a good person to your person, not to everybody. I'm not saying being mean to everybody, but you are a good woman or a good man to the person that you're with. That's gonna overshadow anything you got going on. So you have to work on your character first. Then after that, that's when the other stuff kick in. But like I said before, it's a lot of people who can't accept the truth. He was on men too. He was getting on me in the ass. He was telling me, hey, you know, he asked a nigga straight up, man, you got to be a dick. You know, I wouldn't do it, but yeah, he was doing that. Like, asking me, like, hey, look, like, what you doing out here? You know, because you feel like you deserve some woman, and everybody feel like they deserve something, but you have to compromise and you have to be realistic about where you in life and the person that you're dealing with. If you're not matching up with that person, then sometimes you're not going to match up with that person. But if y'all feel like y'all want each other, y'all can work it out, then that's fine. But having that desire and having somebody selling you a dream, like, it's okay. Like, to know that dream ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You can't get mad at somebody for being flat out honest. What if they was your parents? Your parents are your biggest cheerleaders. Your parents are the one that's always gonna tell you the truth. Your parents are the one. I'm sorry, not the truth. I say for the most part, they tell their girls, like, you hear all your life, men, growing up, you are a handsome young man, you this, you that, you this, until you get to a certain age, then it's like, oh, you know, if you're not on your shit, then it's like you need to be doing something. And I think that's what it's all about, like having a career, like building something for yourself. Like, that's the goal. If you're not doing that, then you can't be mad at this man for just being honest about what is going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So at the end of the day, he was right about a lot of things. And if the women actually sit back and don't listen to those little videos that him and somebody else on there, you gotta listen to the videos where he's by himself and he's talking to the male audience, and he's telling the male audience how you can be the best version of yourself. Then you understand, and then you won't be so hostile when you see his face and get mad because he was right. The man was right. He's telling the truth. And there's a lot of real women out there that understand and know that he was right. All of that shit, he judging the women, I've never looked at those videos because I knew what it was. But the man was right. So at the end of the day,